Good day, people. This is Zmajko casting for you another. Well, I will cast today a couple of matches, so this will be a sort of coaching match. Um, I played last week a lot of games and caught myself losing a lot of them, and then I watched some replays and I wondered what did I do wrong in all of those matches, and then I realized, well, mostly it was scouting and bad unit composition. So I wanted to cast some games to show you some alternative things you could do, the importance of scouting, early scouting, and also some alternate ways of playing actually in TVT other than Tank Viking. So this first match will represent this. This is a ladder match between me spawning as a red Terran here on the left side of the scrap station, and Tultan, a blue Terran player, spawning on the right side here, and we are both diamond players. So this map, as you well know, really long walk distance and really short air distance. And just hold a thought, just a sec. I'm scouting here this platform, so to check if there are any hidden barracks or other things, because a lot of players, but most of them Protoss, will try to hide a pylon or even pylon with gateways here and then rush your base early on. So, and also I'm scouting this corner over here, but please do this more optimally. First scout this part here and then scout this platform. So back on the previous thought, as you know, there's a really short air distance here, so I mean, if you ever meet me on this map, I will drop you, and I will go for some air play. Simply, it is way easier, and you can utilize fairly large space here behind your minerals, behind your main base, and you can drop your units here without your opponents even noticing what were you doing. And so far standard opening, and I saw here that my opponent walled in. This is not a smart move against Terran, and also against Protoss too, because simply, yes, you can deny ground scouting information, but with some air vision or using a scan, placing some tanks here, and with that vision you can shell this building without these buildings without other Terran being able to respond in the same manner. But anyway, I decided to open a standard 1-1-1 opening, and well, you'll see what I did. Anyway, I just hate going same old Tank Viking play in the TVT that goes on and on and on, because I think myself I'm not very good with tank positioning, and yeah, I scanned here, and as you can see, I saw that he was building this starport, so I was expecting either some Banshee play or drop play, and he also scouted me at the same time, but he did see my barracks and factory, and he did see me build an engineering bay, but he didn't see me building starport here. So I opted for a little surprise, because he could have thought that I'm going for an early expand or something way different. Well, I don't know, but I tried to play a mind game with him and trick him into thinking, well, at least I tried to hide my starport. And of course I built a few Hellions, so I think you already see me in some of my casts or replays that I very often go for a Hellion drop, and that is exactly what I did here. 3 Hellions dropped on this map can be really powerful, and also I saw building placement of my opponent, so I knew that he had a lot of empty space here that I can abuse. And of course he did go for Tank Viking, but I didn't know this at the time, and using a drop can be also very useful to to obtain some useful scouting information, and you can be well aware of the build that your opponent is going. So yes, here my drop is ready, and with only these two missile turrets, I protected my SCVs from any Banshee play, and you can see here that I'm saving scan. This is not bad macro, this is on purpose. I was afraid a bit of cloaked Banshees, and so here come the Hellions to do some damage, and I did sacrifice these Hellions. You see, I did retreat my Medivac, because most important to me was to deal some damage and to gain scouting information. You can see not only that I burned almost all of his SCVs, I mean, look at the unit count tab, he has only 11 SCVs left while I have 26, but also I saw his siege tanks, and I saw reactor starport, so I knew what was coming. And immediately I threw another starport, and also I had my blue flame and Banshee on the way. Blue flame is to take out Marines as quickly as possible, and Banshees to take out the tanks, of course. So I never knew about him expanding here, so I thought he will go for counterattack, because I knew that he was way behind in income. So if this game would go late game, I would have a very huge advantage against him. So yeah, there's one thing I wanted to say. I can't believe I forgot, but doesn't matter. So he did begin moving his small tank and marine army. Yes, I remembered. You saw what he did. He moved all his SCVs here and clamped them up. Do not do that. If opponent does a Hellion drop on you, it is more wise to leave SCVs mining than to move them, because they are easy targets to take area of effect damage and to just die. And so I placed this bunker here a long time ago, because every time I go some tech like Banshees, I do place this bunker just to make sure to have some defense early on. And at this moment I didn't know this attack was coming, and you see me training here a couple of more Banshees, a Marauder also, and still training Hellions, but I only trade, yes, one Marauder. And here he started to shell my bunker. So this is very dangerous situations for me, because all I had were ground units and Banshees, and he had tank and this Viking, and I didn't have anything to shoot this Viking back. Just only, what was this, 9 Marines, and he had like 4 tanks, and 4 tanks will eat up 9 Marines really quickly. So I backed out, and I pulled almost all of my SCVs to tank some damage, and I waited just for this one Viking, just to draw fire against his Viking. And so all my SCVs were taking damage, but I made this huge blunder here. I sent all my SCVs, and then I waited a bit to send all my army. This is big mistake. Don't do this. Send them all at the same time. Just make sure that your SCVs are in front. But I was lucky that his Marines also clamped up, and he took a lot of splash damage from his own tanks. So I was able to defend this, but as you can see, all my ground forces did go down, but so did his. And my Marines and that Viking managed to kill off his Viking, so I came up ahead. But if you see units lost tab, you'll see that I'm behind like 250 minerals here. And also in the army tab we have the same Viking count, but now he had more SCs because I sacrificed mine. So I knew that I'll have to make some difference, and immediately I sent my my Banshees to harass his workers. And please note that I still had no idea about his expansion here, that he had natural. And his Vikings do kill my Vikings, so I will be forced to back out really soon. But I did some nice damage and I almost killed his orbital command, but I didn't make it. So I knew what he had. He had reactor starport, so I knew that I must make more Vikings than he has, and I already had a significant number of Banshees. What was this, like 6 of them, and they really do good damage. So he had 2 Vikings, I had none, and I had begun building my expansion and slowly pumping out Vikings out of these 2 starports. And bear in mind that he had no idea that I have starports here. He didn't know do I have 1, 2 or million starports. He didn't scout, and he had no plan what to do against me. So